After I got it, I became very aware of it. And then I just became a very anti-dengue auntie. I got dengue on the second week of April. So I remember that was the second or third day of circuit breaker. I woke up at 5 a.m. with really bad body aches and my fever went up to 40 plus degrees. So I think that was when I knew that something was really messed up. My dad kind of suspected that it was dengue because it came about really suddenly.
So as of today, we've seen more than 10,000 dengue cases in Singapore. This is the highest number of dengue cases we've seen in the first 5 months of the year in Singapore's history. In the past 50 years, we've had about a 30-fold increase in the number of dengue infections worldwide. In the whole Southeast Asian region, we do see a huge number of dengue cases, and every year when we have a surge or an outbreak in Singapore, we see the same in neighboring countries. So it's not something that's just happening in Singapore alone, it's happening in the region.
I'm definitely a lot more aware of how severe it is. Before this, I always thought just oh, mosquito bite you, oh, fever. Very simple, you're sick and you're fine. A lot of my friends at that point didn't have dengue also, so I didn't have enough exposure to it to know what it actually did to people. Yeah, I was very unaware. For the first few days, my fever was really bad. So it got to a point where I had to go to the hospital to check what was happening, to do my dengue blood test, to get painkillers. I felt very weak. I felt very tired all the time. Really no energy to do anything. Your appetite is so gone. And I remember the last 3 days of my whole dengue saga, I got really bad body rashes. It happened in the night when I was sleeping. I couldn't sleep that whole night. Having your conditions fluctuate all the time gave me a lot of anxiety. I honestly don't know when it's going to end. Dengue is a waiting game, so it can be a very depressing process. I broke down a few times, so I was just I just feel so weak and I just feel so useless. I was also processing COVID and everything, so it was just very overwhelming.
Now with COVID, it's a totally different situation. Nobody had ever heard of this coronavirus, and the fear from SARS is still very fresh in people's minds. Whereas with COVID, it's from direct contact, close contact, and so people are very scared. With dengue, people don't have that fear. We have been living with dengue for the longest time. With dengue, people think they're one step removed from it. This mosquito has to be infected, has to bite me before I get dengue. I won't get dengue. It's not going to affect me. And so much information has been put out there, but sometimes it has a converse effect in making people complacent.
I'll always talk about how you cannot downplay how severe it is, because it's really very draining for everyone involved, not just you but also your family. It was just a very uncomfortable experience for everyone. One recurring thought, no matter what happens in this whole dengue period, I don't want to enter hospital. That was when circuit breaker first started, so that was when all the COVID cases were peaking. But also knowing that you're also putting yourself and your family members at danger by going to these institutions at this time. I think that was something that I had to grapple with, and that was something I just had to tahan for that period.
Dengue has been ranked by WHO as the fastest spreading vector-borne viral disease worldwide, with huge epidemic potential. So dengue is really a neglected tropical disease. Dengue is huge. We have 50 million infections across 100 countries a year. The majority of mosquito breeding is found inside people's homes. If we just rely and hope that NEA officers can go around checking, it's not going to work. It's a matter of every single person taking responsibility for mosquitoes in their own homes.
After I got it, I became very aware of it. And then I just became a very anti-dengue auntie. Yeah, so I think I just tried to tell my friends about it as much as possible.
Dengue doesn't respect borders. NEA has been working with regional countries to share knowledge on cases, on viruses, on mosquitoes, because we know that in helping each other, we help ourselves, and we really need to work together collectively. Go around your home and check for any signs of mosquito breeding. Remove all potential mosquito breeding habitats, any stagnant water. Second thing, spray aerosol insecticide in dark corners of your home. Use mosquito repellent to protect yourself from being bitten. To protect ourselves from dengue, everybody should urgently take community action.